Hey guys, this is Lady Fantastic, and I am making this video for Strange X Blades 500 subscriptions contest. Now, what his requirements are for the contest are for you to show 10 plus books from one of your favorite decades in comic history. So I'm here to present a compelling case for why I believe the 80s were a great decade for the comic realm. Starting with The Web of Spider-Man, coming out in 1984. We also have in 1984 Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 90 with the new Black Cat costume. 1987, Todd McFarlane jumps into the Spider-Man game and minds are blown. This is 298 Spider-Man. Woo! I'm gonna have a little fall here. Trying to send out all dramatic. And I'm just knocking comics over. Here is more McFarlane art. This is in the later 80s, 1988, where you've got Amazing Spider-Man 302, 303, 308, 313, and in 1989, early September, 319. So, those are some great bits of Spider-Man. Also in the 80s, we've got some great Marvel team-ups, one of which is the issue including the White Rabbit. 131 Marvel team-up with Frogman. So yeah, this is just more evidence of why the 80s was great. Holy cow, I mean, why can't you just call it right now? Coming in by the skin of its teeth in 1980, Hulk 250. I will get a chance. I will show this anytime I can get a chance, because it's just like, dude, I don't have bling. I don't have 14 karat gold, but I've got this, and it shines even brighter, baby. Alright, now, wow, jumping to another comic that this title was also significantly impacted by the excellent writing of Peter David, coupled with the art of Todd McFarlane. Dale Keown did some good stuff too. Let's not get it twisted. Incredible Hulk 330. This is also 1987. The first penciling that Todd McFarlane does in this title issue. 334. This is in the 80s. 324, excuse me, 1986. This is before McFarlane comes on, but this is a big deal when we go back to having the Gray Hulk. Al Milgrom actually drew this. He says Milgrom after Kirby, so that's awesome. This is Todd McFarlane. This is in 80... it doesn't say, but it's in the 80s, trust me. I mean, this is just nuts. Crazy go nuts. 87, I would probably say. Yeah, 1987. And finally, from The Incredible Hulk, the 1980s, 1987, Todd McFarlane. Great series, great writing. The 80s, come on, man. Such great stuff. Now, let me make some further arguments. Holy crap, are you even kidding me? This is just like, should slam it. Just like slam dunk it. Alright, beginning in 1980, we've got Uncanny X-Men 133, 134. Are you kidding me? This is so beautiful. This is the Hellfire Club and the whole Dark Phoenix saga. 135. 136, Child of Light and Darkness. These comics are classic. These comics will last forever in the annals of history. Just seminal issues by Chris Claremont in the X-Men canon. Yeah, the Dark Phoenix saga. This is one of the best issues there is. Just one of the best there is. Simply the best. And then Crybaby Cyclops is heading out. Whatever. I don't want to see you. 138. We've got 139, where I guess Kitty officially joins, though her first appearance is in 129. Oh my god, this was a hell of a year. The 80s were great for X-Men. 140, Wendigo in the X-Men. Oh, shh. 141, Days of Future Past. John Byrne taking it to the man. What an epic story. What an epic pair of covers. So, look, dude, that is very, very strong evidence that the 80s was a most glorious time for the comic book. Now, let's go to some, I only have a couple, but I think there are a couple of goodies from the 80s. Look, right, let's cut it in half. 1985, Batman 386. We've got the first Black Mask. I got this gorgeous book, compliments of Night Tiger. I'll never tell you all I had to give him for this. Pretty much everything except my soul. And then we also have the lovely Batman 400. Batman, if I had Frank Miller Batmans, I would show them to you. I don't have them because they're that people hold on to them. In the 80s, Batman, Frank Miller, taking it to the house, and hell, McFarlane did some Batman covers in the 80s as well. So, look, I'm just saying, another fun little nugget of the 80s were these great little frames, you know what I mean? You've seen them everywhere. I don't have many of these little 25th anniversary frames, but, you know, I'll show you the ones I got, and when I see these, man, my brain hits the 80s wave. But I think they're fun, I think they're good, and yeah, they're part of the 80s. Late 80s, Doctor Strange Volume 3, a most excellent volume, begins in 1988. I think that's what it says. 88, that's right. Alright. Let's see here. Now, some more great 80s nuggets. Wow. This Silver Surfer, the Moebius Silver Surfer. This is one of the greatest pieces of literature to me. That's just my opinion, but hey. Walt Simonson, Thor in the 80s, the dude just freaked and killed it. Wonderful time to be a Thor reader. Here's some books from, you know, this time. This is in 1983. That was 331, 333, 336. That's Bob Layton, baby. Oh, 339. You've got the whole Beta Ray Bill. Walt and Louise Simonson created that. 340. That's a Simonson. Yeah. 341. He meets Clark Kent in this. He runs into a guy named Clark Kent. 342. Another Simonson cover. He just writes it. They nail it. 343. Simonson all over this business. 344. First appearance of Malekith. 350. Look at that art. This is high art. Oh my god. This belongs in the MoMA. Yeah, so, dude, this is why the 80s were great for comics. Let me show you another piece of evidence. Avengers run. Avengers in the 80s was nothing to flinch at. Here we see Mr. Thanos' brother, Star Fox. They got a complicated relationship, to say the least. This is in 1983. This is 233, July of 83. Oh yeah, these are some good comics. 234, the storylines are great. 235, got some Al Milgrom art. 36, no, this is 238, my bad. Some more Al Milgrom. This is one of my favorite issues. I can't remember who told me, if it was Night Tiger or Metarog or who it was, but that that 1 year all of the editors were on vacation, and so this was the month where the assistant editors were in charge, quote unquote, and so they did this issue. Another reason why the 80s was awesome. 240, we got some Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew. 241, Morgan Le Fay, she nasty. And 242. So those were some Avengers examples. My final exhibit that I'd like to show you from the archives of the 80s and the comic glory that was wrought forth from that decade. The New Mutants. We've got Bill Sienkiewicz. He's a god to me. He's amazing. 22. He basically got to do whatever he wanted to in the series. 23. And he started getting a little crazy with the Moon Knight too. I liked it. 24. His experimental stuff was when I started to fall in love with him. 25. This is the first appearance of Legion. Charles is Cray Cray's son, and Bill just kills it. Kill Bill. It's Kill Bill. That's 26. This is 27. Not first appearance, but that's Legion, and that's Warlock and Moonbear, or something like that. I can't remember. 29, 30, and 31. So, oh my gosh, I've shown you 10 plus books. This is why I think the 80s were great. I've put down my evidence. Now the decision is up to you. Alright, thanks. Bye.